Well, hello there to all of my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. For your general reading, all right, Aries. All right, get some of my awakening oils here. For those of you all who want to purchase some awakening oil, it is on in my store. In my store, you can go to my website, queenamunra.com. We're going to dive right into your reading because we're closing out a cycle. This reading is for the 21st through the 28th of September. We are coming up on a new season. A new season. All right, lots of major things is happening. We are currently in eclipse season. We had a full blood moon where during the eclipse season, it can be very sensitive for everybody, right? I'm seeing the Tower card in your reading already, where everybody is having a total recall of some things as far back as they can remember. And so for you, Aries, what I'm getting for you all before, like I said, when I prayed over your cards and laid your cards out here, laid your spread out for you, is that you, and I'm also seeing the World card here too, a new tradition is starting. A new tradition is starting. You all are courageous, you're energetic, and you're pioneering. That's a high vibrating Aries. A low vibrating Aries will be impulsive, aggressive, and also impatient, right? So I'm sure part of this collective community is high vibrational, right? So you want to keep it there. You want to keep things high vibrational. When people, loved ones, because I'm seeing here, loved ones, family members, friends, or whomever are having a total recall of things, including you, it could take your mind back to places where it seems like people are being impulsive. But the best thing for you to do, unless you have a platform where it's going to help the collective community, is to journal. Journal is going to be your thing. We're coming up on Libra season. Libra is an air sign, right? So there's a lot of astral projection going on. So, you know, put on your full armor, protect your energy. A lot of astral projection going on, right? So let's start out with this. A new partnership, job / love is near. Nice. So stay focused. Stay focused. So you all can read up on astral projection. Maybe I'll film a video and put it on my knowledge channel about astral projection. But let's dive in. Let's dive in. Let's see what is going on with the goings on. Sending everybody lots of love and light. You have a new partnership, job / love is near. And so you're getting prepared for that. So be careful. Be very mindful if you are secretly watching or seeing something, or people are bringing you some information or gossiping and all of that, that you don't get caught up in gossip. Too many people have the same thing in common for you to get caught up in any kind of gossip. So you all are radiant souls, right? And so we're going to dive into your energy, right? And so, you know, all the energy that's surrounding you, karmic lessons, spiritual growth, and your soul's higher calling. So we're starting out with the Fool card, right? So this is the current situation, right? So this is about new beginnings, right? And so Spirit really encourages you to step boldly into the unknown, guided by trust and divine faith. So if you have some energies around that you think are being foolish or reckless towards you or with you or your energy or whatever, so it's just saying, just walk away. Walk away. Give it no air, no nothing, right? And your challenge is this. Your challenge is your card, the Emperor card, right? So your own energy shows up as a challenge. Remember, you all are ruled by Mars. This is a Tower card, right? And so many people have so many things in common. You can just look at it on social media now. Look at celebrities, right? And just see, gosh, you don't even know these people, or just complete strangers on social media, and just, God, I got so much in common with them. Like, you know, God, it's a particular frequency, right? So, but this is your challenge. Your challenge is yourself, right? You're ruled by a fighting planet. You're ruled by aggressive planet. You're ruled by a sexual planet. This is Mars, right? This is a Tower card. So you have new partnership, job / love is near. You don't want to mess that up, okay? So your own energy shows up as a challenge. And so Spirit just reminds you not to rely too heavily on control. True strength comes from balance between authority and surrender. And this is where you just pray for people. You just pray for people and keep it moving, right? And so the death card is your past influence, like your impulsive nature, when you feel like there's a fight afoot, right? You feel like, okay, they want to fight, huh? Right? And I'm just thinking of funny lyrics of a song, right? You want to rumble with the bee, right? And like throw a hex on the whole family. But listen, Source is just saying to you, when you want to fight, right? You fight in the spirit. You fight in the spirit, right? And so that's the new you. Here's a death card. This is the new you to fight in the spirit, like in terms of prayer. Your prayer life has increased. And so you're going through in the past, you've gone through a very powerful transformation. It's already unfolded, and spirit shows an ending has shifted your path, creating room for new growth, right? So again, you have something. This is a test. This is a test, right? Y'all remember the announcement on TV? This is a test. This is only a test, right? So what you're being tested by is you have a Scorpio that's astral projecting into your energy to see if you are going to, if you're ready for a star, if you're really, really ready for stardom, right? If you're really ready for stardom, right? So you have a Scorpio that's astral projecting into your energy to see if you're really ready. To see if you're ready. And so right now, what Source is doing is separating. Like, see, okay, are people ready to go to the next level? Are they really ready to kind of sort of stand in the sky on their own? Like the stars out sky. Are they really ready to enlighten people? Everybody has their own call on life. You are ruled first house, right? First house is about self and personality. It's about first impressions, appearance, the physical body, and also a sense of identity. So a person may have had a first impression about you, and it could be a lasting impression for them, right? And so they may be looking to, you could have a Scorpio that feels like, okay, they're gonna go to the death of them, right? Death is not necessarily in the physical sense, so we're crystal clear. Everything is energy. And so to the end, like to the end of a cycle, they taking it all the way to the end of the cycle, and the cycle ends on the 20th. And so if you're watching this on Saturday, the cycle ends on the 20th, right? So it's saying you have a decision to make. Are you going to pray, or are you going to, whoever this energy is, who's taking it low, right? Is whoever this energy is, you're having a silent tower moment. You're having a double tower moment in your personal and your professional life. You're having a double tower. These two cards right here make it a tower. So you're closing out a cycle. You're closing out a cycle. And the conscious goal is the Magician, right? So there's a karmic couple that has communicated something to you. However they communicated it, be it text message, via email, via whoever, somehow communication. Obviously, Magician card connects us with Mercury. Mercury is the communication planet. It's a messenger planet, right? And so Source is saying you're going to be real careful about who you are allowing to gossip to you, because somebody who has a tattoo, they could have a tattoo on their arm in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Who knows if this is their complexion? Who knows, right? They could be black, white, whatever. Remember, the man, woman is genderless in tarot, right? But somebody who is calling themselves keeping you in the loop about something, but being very messy at the same time, is really the energy that wants to be the star. Okay, somebody has to learn how to discern. Somebody has to really learn how to discern, because somebody is recognizing that, okay, somebody is keeping you in the loop about something. But what is the purpose of keeping you in the loop with something that could jeopardize a new partnership or a new job for you? What's the purpose of that? Instead of telling somebody, okay, get me out of just, I don't want to be, you're bringing the drama, you're bringing the gossip. So I'm sure you're gossiping about me as well behind my back. Okay, that would be a person who is structured and authoritative, a person who is bringing you something that may not have anything to do with you. Remember, a lot of humans have a lot of things in common, but somebody is secretly wanting your star. That's what I'm seeing here. They want your star in the sky. So you got to think about your 11th house. Source is trying to fast track you, whoever you are, from your first house to your 11th house, right? And you got somebody who is a couple that's a dark magician energy, right? One of them is a main one, keeping a bunch of stuff, saying, oh, I got something that could end somebody, instigating. Source is saying to you, what you're about to do is stand firm on your own, because you have a new partnership, job / love is near. And Source is saying you're about to cut some energies off and let the tower fall on this magician, this dark magician, busybody, is always keeping some stuff going, just messy, right? And so Source is saying what you're about to do is remove them from your mental body, which is the third auric layer in your aura. You're about to remove them. They 3 to 8 inches off your physical body. And so this layer is connected to both the conscious and subconscious mind, and it'll reveal any self-doubts or limiting beliefs. So somebody has a particular belief about you, right? And they call themselves keeping you in the loop. Okay? Source needs you to remove them, because here's this: you may have resolved something within yourself, right? Somebody else may have resolved something in themselves, but there's a reason why people triangulate. They're trying to keep you, intentionally trying to keep you apart from something, because the distance. When was the last time you talked to or saw certain people, right? So somebody who keeps them, gossipers, people who like to I got to keep you in a loop about something, right? Why you need to keep me in a loop about something? Why are you trying to be a star of a show? Why are you trying to keep me in a loop about something? Having you to secretly watch people, having you to secretly do X, Y, and Z. Why? Bringing bones, but they're carrying bones to you, but also, like I said before, Source wants you to break some kind of a loop. Source wants you to break some kind of a loop. Because if you resolve something within yourself, Source is saying to you, somebody bringing you some gossip secretly, they have a secret themselves. So that's how, and it's causing a chain reaction. So Source is actually exposing the energies who are bringing the gossip when it comes to you, to see how angry you'll get, because somebody's like, well, we got something that could end somebody. Let them bring it. Let them bring it. Because it's going to secretly end them. That's how karma works. That's just how karma works. So somebody who is in your presence right now, who calls themselves keeping you in the loop about something, is actually going through some karma of some stuff that they did. You got to recognize something. What a lot of Aries don't realize, because you all have this very fearless spirit, just as quickly, like you all say, you are impatient, right? I personally would say Aries are patient for what they want to be patient for, right? So y'all, and a lot of Aries would agree with that. The moment, this is how quickly karma hits people instantly when they come for an Aries. It hits them. When I say instantly, y'all, instantly it hits people. So you don't have to worry about, so whoever's keeping you in the loop and being messy, keeping you in the loop about something, your star is already shining bright, right? And so when people, and first it comes in a form of a conviction, right? It comes in a form of Source convicts people's spirits, right? So if somebody's intention was to come for you to hurt you, it first comes in a form of them being convicted in their spirit. That's first, right? And so Source is saying the real issue is that whoever is astral projecting into your energy, who is trying to keep you somewhat in the loop, being messy. So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So the Moon card is, this is the unconscious influence. So subconsciously, you may still wrestle with illusions or uncertainty. So Spirit asks you to lean into intuition and dream work for deeper clarity. This is what Source wants you to do. That's really the secret to things. When you're watching, like let's use tarot for example. When you're watching tarot, like I support other readers, right? If I hear something that even sounds like, I would have to be on a particular frequency for me to say, oh, that person is attacking me. Like I'm not on that frequency. Like, okay, if they are, that's their instant karma. Who cares, right? So again, Source is saying to you, there are some energies that have, a lot of people are having a total recall, right? And so your advice would be the Temperance card. That's your advice, is the Temperance card. So patience and harmony are your keys. Spirit encourages you to blend energies gracefully, allowing divine timing to unfold, right? So yeah, whoever keeps people in the loop about stuff, well, let me bring you this gossip. I got to share this with you. I got to, those are the energies that's going through their karma right now. And so they're thinking, this is where you got to be real careful with gossipers. They're thinking by sharing something with you, they are depositing into the universe bank. This is where you got to remove the ego. You really got to remove that lower self and physically stay away from these types of energies, because they will mess up your entire auric layer and bring you into their karma that they're going through. This is why some people that's why some people just leave chaos and confusion behind. Some people just go get a dog. They go get a cat. They go get a goldfish, an iguana, a squirrel, whatever they get. You know, some people got lions in their house. Whatever, anything to stay away from the foolishness. So somebody, if you resolve something in your spirit already, and Source is saying you prayed about, you asked Source for forgiveness or whatever, somebody is secretly trying to make you seem like, put you in a position of like they're your partner. Like a partner could be a partner in crime, right? Or that they love you, but in reality, they want the star for themselves, meaning that they want to make an impression on their 11th house, right? So they already have plans. Okay, I got to bring something back to you, like report to you, you know. So somebody is getting it. Somebody is getting it. Those types of energies, they had to be cleared out of your energy real fast. So the external influences would be the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the universe is shifting around. You know, the universe is shifting around you, right? And so Spirit highlights karmic cycles and synchronicities, aligning you with fated opportunities, right? So Source is trying to tell you, you got a new partnership, job / love is near. You don't have time for anybody that's going through a total recall and some energies who want your star, right? Who want your star, meaning that you were set apart for a reason. Your star was set apart. Answer the call in your life. This is your 10th house, right? Go to your 10th house. You rule first house. Find your entire birth chart. Do full birth chart readings. Take that 35 to 40 page report and give you a comprehensive report that's 1 to 3 pages. That just narrows it all the way down. Like I said, a lot of people, you can just look online at complete strangers and see that a lot of people are going through some stuff. So you're dealing with somebody, and they could possibly have tattoos, you know, on their arm. That's bringing a whole lot of drama because they're going through their own karma right now. So, and so something is causing you to have a double tower moment. One is silent and one is out loud, right? And so the Tower card would be the hopes and fears. To say you may fear upheaval, yet Spirit assures you that breakdowns clear away what no longer serves you, opening the path for truth, right? Something you don't have to give air to, you don't have to respond to, but Source does want you to take some kind of structured approach to something by cutting off gossipers. That's what it really boils down to. That's what the Magician card is here. This is Mercury, because it's how messages are sent and how messages are received. Right? That's where people go into, here's your card right here, prayer warrior mode, and start praying that something just ends. Like, you know what? You're praying that the gossip just ends. You're just praying that the gossip just ends. You know, that people find their own star. They don't need to take a ride on your back to be a shooting star. They don't have to use you, like name drop whoever you are just to get to the next level. Right? So there's a lot of astral projection that's going on right now where people trying to, you know, catch a ride on people's shooting star, their backs. So Source is saying this is where you create a very firm boundary and you enforce it. Anybody, whether they're your employee, love interest, whatever, why do people feel so comfortable? So this is your question here, Aries. Why do people feel so comfortable sharing something with you as it relates to me if you got my back? Why do people feel so comfortable talking to you? Y'all sat there for 3 hours? Were you sitting there like a ventriloquist doll? Like this what you asking them? Like were you sitting there, your head nodding up and down, somebody had their hand in your back? Like, was your wooden jaws moving up and down, clickety clack jaws? Like, what was going on for somebody to feel that comfortable to gossip to you for that many hours? Somebody feel too comfortable gossiping about me to you. So you must have added something to a certain level of comfort for people to sit there and just head nodding up and down, left and right. So no, you just exposed somebody. You just exposed a dark entity. You exposed someone else's demons. Somebody said that they feel that comfortable sitting there gossiping about you for hours. Oh, wow. Something should never make it to you. If somebody really, really loves you, whatever somebody's saying, because they're protecting your energy, they want to protect your new partnership. They want to protect your new job, because if you're talking to them about what you're praying for. I got a new job coming, I have a new partnership coming. Recognize how powerful astral projection is. All right. So this week, the 21st to the 28th, this set the 7 days, because again, we start a new moon on the 21st in Virgo, right? That's your 6th house. Virgos rule 6th house. Find out what your zodiac sign is in your 6th house. Be more meticulous with your daily activities, your daily routines, all of those things. Like I said, you are ruled. So source, when I say source is trying to fast track somebody, that's an understatement. To move from your 1st house to your 6th house, but don't skip houses. Pull your birth chart. Pull your birth chart. Like I said, you can get a personal reading with me to do your birth chart if you like. But like I said, you're dealing with an energy who has, this is somebody that you may have ridden in a car with closely. Somebody to your third and 6th house would be the Magician card, right? Because it rules Virgo and Gemini. So you may have you've been in a car with certain people, talking to people and whatever. Oh, I'll keep you in the loop. I'll keep you in the loop. I'll make sure this and make sure that. Basically, a person is saying secretly, because we're coming up on a relationship. We're coming up on Libra season, and Libra rules 7th house. We're coming up on a relationship zodiac sign, right? Very fair-minded zodiac sign. Somebody's trying to keep you in the loop because they want to be the star of a show. They want somebody wants your attention, in other words, right? So when people want your attention, why do people feel so comfortable talking to them about you? That should be your only question. Why do people feel so comfortable? How you get so much information? Like, why do people feel so comfortable talking to you about me? So you're honoring your goals. So you're cutting 2 energies off, and you're getting more structured and authoritative, right? They're going to be asking why, right? So examine your current opportunities. It's time to redirect, to make decisions that honor your goals rather than short-term gratification. The current opportunities presented to you need careful examinations. Consider at this moment how your current daily activities feed into your long-term visions. Ask yourself now if they will help you or hold you back from your ultimate dreams and goals. Once an Aries realizes the moment any spirit intentionally tries to hurt, y'all don't even need to stick around. I wouldn't advise anybody to stick around and wait for somebody's karma. That's a waste of time and energy. But Source knows that you all are, as you call it, impatient, right? So Source will first convict somebody, because that's how merciful Source is. The Creator is very merciful. You need to fix something. You need to fix something. Source is giving these 2 or these 3 energies time to fix something. But what do? They come into a situation, like I said, we got something about somebody's past that could end somebody. Let them go ahead and try it. Source was trying to remove you from a situation so that a new partnership, job/love is near. Focus on what's most important. You. Your ancestors are proud of you. That's the whole reason why some people have cut certain people off, because they got everybody's back. They got this. They looking out for this person. Look, I'll keep you in the loop. I'll do stuff. But people have figured these types of energies out real fast. If people feel that comfortable talking to you about me, sitting around talking to, what were you sitting there doing? So step through your portal. Adjust your crown. Get focused. Somebody's a succubus. Yeah. Listen to your intuition, right? Somebody has a bitter ex-lover who wants you, right? Your inner circle is proud. Your inner child is proud of you. You are protected and loved. Like I said, you're having a tower moment. You're in a very vulnerable state, but you're protected and loved. You have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. So source will extend grace to you as well. So source is like telling you, okay, it's time to cut some energies off. It's time to cut some energies off. You got somebody bringing you a bone, but they also got skeletons, right? The source is saying it's time for you to enforce boundaries. Enforce boundaries, right? One yes from God is all you need. So congratulations to whoever has a new partnership slash job or love is near. It's already here. It's already here. Your new love is there. New job is there. All of it is already there, right? It's already there. Let's see what else we have. Any other messages? Yeah, but these energies, you're not letting them near your physical body anymore. And as far as astral projection is concerned, you will learn very quickly how to cut these energies off. And you better recognize them, because they'll come across as memories first. They'll come across as memories first. So, all right. That is what I have for you all, Aries. Let's see if we can close this out. Let's see if we can close this out. Yeah, because the moon card lets you know that everybody has a past. Everybody has something on somebody that they feel like they can end somebody. But when you abuse your power and your authority, if you have abuse some people are not afraid of their creator at all. So liberate yourself. So the doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you, because they're not. They're from the gossiping energies. And you got signs all around you. Signs all around you. So instincts are the message from the inner divine. Any kind of gossip about you, whether people know for certain or not, would never even reach you. If people really do love you. That's why some people have been cut off. That's just the reason why some people have been cut off. They have no more access. Because they haven't found their star yet. Closure. Yeah. This is why you're walking away. See, as the person's walking away, you've been enlightened. Now you're walking away from something. You got signs all around you. So now that I've shined a light on something at the lowest level and brought you into enlightenment, whoever you are, brought you into enlightenment, it's up to you at that point, because I'm not anybody's God. Period. Wouldn't want to be either. Yeah, you can tell when people fear humans and when people fear their creator. So if their creator tells them to stand down, that's when they stand down. They can have all the fight in them in the world, but if their creator steps up and say, look, you need to stand down, that's when they'll stand down. And some people be like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable talking about, Aries. So unless you can tell Aries to their face, right? The devil is always on the prowl. Always. Very crafty. But what's coming your way is material harvest. That's what's coming your way. So material harvest. And the enemy was trying to test that. Was trying to end this for you. Right? Stay focused. That is what I have for you. So you're being fast-tracked to close out a cycle quickly. Right? And somebody will see the evidence of something very, very soon, because like I said, you got a new partnership, job / love is near, but there's some energies who, like I said, wanted you to create something. This is sacral chakra energy. They wanted you to create something because they felt like, okay, if it's what I'm picking up on is like somebody was the enemy was trying to test your ego to see, okay, are you an impulsive Aries or are you a structured Aries? Right? You got a lot riding on something. Got a lot riding on something. So that is what I have for you all. Hopefully this is helpful. Yeah, you gotta stay away from people who have a God complex, who feel like they are your God, so or worships you like a God. Like, oh no, nope. No. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. See you in the next video.